you fishy people. Happy Saturday. As you can see, I have a guest with me.
All of you fishy
Junior
people.
Metalhead is on panel today. It's been a little bit difficult to get guests
have a guest with me.
scheduled here
Junior
recently.
Metalhead is on panel today. It's been a little bit difficult to get guests scheduled here.
I'm kind of on a standstill on people that might be interested in being part of the panel, younger generation. So I'm working on that, but in the meantime,
people that might be interested in being part of the panel, younger generation.
Today.
So I'm working on that, but in the meantime, I do have
let me see if I can. Please forgive me, guys. I am going off of StreamYard and not YouTube because otherwise I would have to have two different browsers, so that's kind of annoying. So from the top, Anthony's Fishy Friend says needs lurking material while working. Be listening later. Well, welcome. Hope you're still in and listening. Scuba Steve, I lost. Blame everyone. Yes, that was the hashtag that everyone I know was coming over from the P's live stream. If you did not on the Wheel of You Lose.
I lost. Blame everyone. Yes.
Liquid Zoo, hello. As always, Mystery Snail Guardian with snailed it. From Lefty, hello. Echo. Oh no. Okay.
Win on the Wheel of You Lose.
Nobody has YouTube running, so I'm not sure why
Liquid
we have an echo.
Hello. As always, Mystery Snail Guardian with snailed it.
Lefty, hello. Skipper,
Lefty, hello. Echo.
Oh, Scotty, Aquati, hello. Dennis, hello. Everyone is saying there's an echo, and I'm not sure why. She has a headset. I'm running on the mic.
I do apologize for that.
The laptop,
Lefty,
so
hello.
I don't
Skipper, hello.
know why.
Hello. Scotty, Aquati, hello. Dennis, hello. Everyone is saying there's an echo, and I'm not sure why. She has a headset. I'm running the mic
down a little bit.
The laptop, so I don't know why there is an echo, but let me just...
Skipper, that is my daughter, first of all. But okay, she's using her headset mic, so I'm not sure.
Skipper...
Why?
But okay,
she's
using her headset.
Of course, because I have a guest, it wants to, whatever.
Right, and I have a
Aqua Zen, hello. Sandy,
of course,
hello.
because I have a guest, it wants to, whatever.
Yeah.
Aqua Garden Zen, hello. Sandy, hello.
Terry's Tropical Tanks, hello. Is your computer muted? Everyone is saying.
Hello. Is your computer
You're not
muted?
on YouTube,
Everyone
right? You're
is
just
saying,
running through the StreamYard?
Yeah, you're not on YouTube, right? You're just running through the StreamYard?
There's no YouTube running, you guys. I don't know
no
where
YouTube
you guys
running,
are
you guys.
hearing
I don't
YouTube,
know if
but
you guys are here.
there's no YouTube. Uh-oh.
But
in the
no,
meantime...
But in the
Okay. Just had to bring that in there. Something is open somewhere. See, I don't...
Open somewhere.
I'm not sure what's going on here, you guys.
I'm not sure what's going on here, you guys, because they're literally the only thing that is running is StreamYard for her.
Go into your camera mic settings and turn off your echo cancellation.
Go in.
Thing is freezing. Oh no, you guys, this is terrible.
Camera mic settings.
Here.
And turn off your echo cancellation.
You may have to do it from your phone. Okay, guys,
is
bear with me
freezing
here.
Oh
no,
you guys.
See if I can get it to work.
Terrible.
Bubble in the corner won't go away. Are you able to shut that down at all? I don't know. It's not going. Okay, guys. She is having technical difficulties, so here we go. Let me just take you off of there. I'm gonna remove her. Just, I don't know if closing it will help at all. I'm gonna restart it. she's gonna restart her computer, and in the meantime, I will just do the best I can to keep you guys entertained. Push the cam back and both sit together. That is an option, I guess. Um, I mean, I definitely, there's enough space beside me that I could definitely have her sit beside me and we could both be on the camera together. For sure. I got a little chair right there. She can sit right there. But she is going to try and restart her computer and see if that works. If that does not work, then definitely I will just have her sit in the chair next to me. We will have to move some stuff around, but we can definitely make it work. Fanaticals, hello. Lumpy Dog, I believe I said hi to you. Paul McCarthy, hello. Yep, we'll get this to work one way or the other. I haven't really had her on with me for quite some time, and typically she doesn't have these issues, but she's kind of using a free school laptop, and they're not necessarily the best. I mean, something goes wrong with them, we send them in, they refurbish them, they send them back. So they're like recycled times a million, and half the time they don't want to work properly. So I don't know. We'll see. If one way or the other we will get her on here, whether she has to use my phone or whatever. She'll be on. No big deal. In the meantime, I don't know if you guys are aware, because I just found out through a friend Googling for me, but guppies, endlers, to be more specific, apparently really like to eat shrimp. So while I was wondering why all of my shrimp were disappearing and I wasn't finding any carcasses or anything, I actually witnessed my guppies eat one of my very last shrimp. So I moved the very last one over to my 2-gallon tank and came down the stairs this morning to feed everybody, and my very last shrimp was dead. So apparently it sucks for me, and I can't keep shrimp alive for some stupid reason. Not sure why. But whatever. Oh, you guys. So Diego is currently out with family right now, so he is not going to be in the chat. But he just sent me some pretty cool goodies. So I think we may be doing a couple of giveaways. It looks like there will be 3 different sets of goodies to give away all in all. We'll kind of let some people come in. I've got quite a few of you here already, so we'll see if I can't get Junior Metalhead back in while she's working on that. We may go ahead and just do these giveaways. Zen Ginger, I had to take baby mollies and guppies out of my shrimp tank. The fish fry would eat the shrimplets babies. So it wasn't actually even my guppy fry that were eating my shrimp. It was like 2 or 3 of my full-grown females. I mean, literally, they all latched onto a part of this shrimp and just, it was completely morbid, but they ripped the shrimp literally in half. It was like the most disgusting thing that I have ever seen in my life, and I felt terrible because by the time I realized what was going on, that poor shrimp had already lost its life. So, lesson learned. I'm just going to have to get more shrimp and have them in a completely separate tank, because now I know that my guppies will go completely ham for my shrimp. So, Sandy, I will do that. As soon as this live stream is over, I will reach out. For sure.
can't even get Chrome to open.
Okay, so you are definitely some issues. Zen Ginger, I never had full grown ones in my shrimp tank, but based on what the babies did, I can only imagine what they do full grown. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, utterly heartbreaking to see the way they just completely ripped this poor shrimp apart. And I mean, it's a shrimp. I mean, it's super tiny compared to the size of a full-grown guppy. So, it was pretty gross and it was pretty heartbreaking. So I'm definitely not going to put shrimp and endlers in the same tank again. That was just horrible to witness. Fanatical lost your Dumbo beta today. Aw, that's so sad. That makes me sad. Um, I haven't been working 2 weeks because of COVID. I got it first and I had to quarantine for a week. And then just as I was ready to go back, Metalhead ended up getting it. And so I've had to quarantine this week with him. So I haven't been to work in 2 weeks and I have my beta Pluto there. And I am just hoping against all hope that the ladies in the office were remembering to feed him at least, even if it was just every couple of days. I am going to be completely devastated if I go into the office on Monday and he's, not alive anymore. I will be just heartbroken. I mean, it will seriously devastate me because I've had him for quite some time and he's my little buddy. So I will definitely be extremely sad. I'm hoping against all hope that they remembered to feed him. I'm hoping. But I don't know. We'll see. Oops. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get myself ready here for the giveaways because apparently we're gonna go ahead and do those if I can. If I can remember how. Maybe. We'll see. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There we go. Let me get to the correct screen here very quickly. That one. There we go. Okay, so let me go back into this and see. I just have to think of a good hashtag for these, but it looks like for the first one, it's not probably going to show on the screen very well, but it looks like the first giveaway is going to be for a 2-ounce bag of calcium chips as well as a 2-ounce bag of snail cookie pellets. So, nope, it's not going to show. Well, it is kind of. So let's just go ahead and let's do hashtag snail for our first giveaway. If you guys want to go ahead. Go ahead and start those. Now everybody is saying fuzzy sound. You guys, I honestly don't know what's going on because nothing has changed. I use the same laptop every week with the same sound every week. Not sure why. Zen Ginger says, I got emerald iris boras. If you're looking for a fish for your shrimp tank, they're a little over an inch full grown, but they have tiny little mouths that won't eat your shrimp. I might have to look into those for sure. I've got Junior Metalhead backstage. Let's try this again, guys.
Should be good now.
Fingers crossed. Let me know how
judgmental while you guys are in
your hashtags.
Oh, it's working. Do I sound good now?
Everybody does say the
say
sound
the
is a
sound
lot
is a lot
better.
better.
So we'll see.
I don't know.
Hopefully. It should be good now, hopefully.
Sandy says echo.
Sandy says
Okay.
echo. Okay.
Let me turned off echo cancellation. Let's see if that does any better. Echo. Okay.
Echo. Okay. If I mute myself, are you guys able to pick me up through her head?
Unmute myself. Okay, there we go.
Everybody is saying yes. As long as you're not hearing an echo, things sounds good, then we'll just go ahead and let her headset. Leffy, that would absolutely make sense. More than likely that's what it was, because I had the microphone from my laptop and her headset, both of it was picking up both of us at the same time.
Oh, no.
I think it's now. Okay, well, maybe just take your headset off and let's try and just go through.
Maybe if we just go through the microphone. Yep, turn that off. That's what it was.
This is going to be super slow, too. This is going to be super slow, too. I hate these laptops.
Bear with us, guys.
And the volume button doesn't work, so I can't just
Bear with us, guys.
down button and turn it down. And the volume what is happening?
Mute your
buttons don't work, so I
mute your mic.
There we go.
Nope, it's still the sound. Bear with us, guys. She has a really crappy laptop.
I turned the sound down.
Okay. So she turned her sound down. Now we're just on my microphone. I don't know if that's going to be any better. I apologize, you guys.
Really crappy.
I figure with her sitting in the room right next to me, she doesn't really need her headset. Skipper, yes, I just had her mute, turn her sound off on her laptop. That also could have been a lot of the echo as well.
You turn her.
Shane, hello, welcome.
Microphone.
I'm going to give you guys just a few more minutes because entries have sold out at 18. Hashtag snail if you want the chance to win some calcium chips and some snail cookie pellets. Hashtag snail.
Doesn't really need her headset.
Zen Ginger, she's not running on YouTube. We are both in StreamYard, so I don't know why everybody thinks that we have YouTube running, but we don't. She just had her sound on through her headset, but when she unplugged it, her sound through StreamYard was coming through, and that's a lot of what the echo was, but neither one of us are running YouTube, so that's definitely not the issue there. Alright, I see Shane has entered the hashtag in, so I am going to try and figure this out. Something funky is still going on. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yard was coming through, and that's a lot.
It won't let me mute your mic. Is your mic?
Neither one of us are running YouTube. So that's
mute your mic. There we go. Now let's see if that works. Again, for like the 1000th time, Scuba Steve, no, we do not have YouTube opened. Nobody is running YouTube at all. The echoing is, I think, just because we are both so close to each other. We're both on a laptop. I did just mute her mic, so hopefully that helps. Otherwise, I don't really know, other than to just have her shut her laptop down and have her come and sit next to me, and we just be on the same camera with the same mic. I don't know. In the meantime, see if I can remember how to do this. There we go. Looks like there are 20 entries. So for this one, we are drawing for a 2-ounce bag of calcium chips and a 2-ounce bag of snail cookie pellets. Good luck to everyone who entered, and here we go. Paul McCarthy! Congratulations, Mr. McCarthy. I will make sure that I get you will need to go ahead and send me an email, ladymetalhead@fishfam.link. If Matt could also share that in the chat for me, that would be great. Go ahead and shoot me an email with your address, and we will get that sent to you. Pretty exciting stuff. Yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and... This next one, I'm not going to lie, you guys, this next one I am kind of a little bit jelly about. Because it is a Mystery Snail Guardians Snello kit, as well as a 2-ounce bag of calcium chips. So for this one, I know that I already used part of this hashtag, but we are going to, oh my goodness gracious, there we go. We're going to change up the hashtag for this one. And in honor of Mystery Snail Guardians and this fish food, hashtag this time will be Snailed It. So hashtag Snailed It if you would like to join in for this giveaway. Oh no, I just clicked off the wrong thing. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, other than knowing that my guppies completely ate every single one of my shrimp and completely breaking my heart on that, the 10-gallon is doing phenomenal. I have way too many snails, so I have to figure out a way to get rid of a good portion of those, because I just actually looked at my plants today and I have 4 different plants with at least 4 or 5 different leaves on each of them that have snail eggs, as well as snail eggs on my glass. I am sick and tired of my snails. I have way too many, so I need to definitely get rid of a lot of them. And Shortcake is just, she is the newest Lucy axolotl that we just recently got. She is huge, porky and happy for sure. Stephen P, I've only ever seen my guppies go over the baby shrimp. No, this was a full-grown adult shrimp, and they ripped this poor guy in half. It was terrible. So I'm not putting guppies and shrimp in the same tank anymore, because I don't ever want to see that happen ever again. That was just terrible. 18 entries so far, guys. We had 19 or 20 for the last one. So get in your last minute hashtag snailed it for a chance to win this next one. There's nothing really new that you have to talk about, is there?
I don't think so.
Maybe Flower and his little mohawk.
I don't know, I don't know if that's just part of his winter coat and if that's gonna end up shedding or if he just has a really long fur now.
I know. Okay, so we have a couple of bunnies, and I know we've shared them with you guys before, but Flower, one of our males, has a bunch of, he has a tuft of fur right in between his ears, and it sticks up like a mohawk. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Seriously.
Cracks me up.
It's hard to carry him now without getting it in my mouth.
This bunny is so spoiled by her that I am literally going to have to get one of those baby carriers or crochet some kind of a pouch that she can put him in, that she can put around her neck or something to carry him, because he absolutely loves being held.
Yeah.
And, who wants to hold a rabbit all day when you have other things that you need to do? Kyle, yes, they are ram's horns. We got them from I can't think straight. Oh my goodness. We got them from Steven, Mr. Conroe, SC Aquatics, and we have them in several tanks now, and they're thriving. Big time. Big time thriving. Patty says my rabbit is named Snuggles. Aww. Aww.
That is a cute rabbit name.
That is cute. So we named ours Flower and Thumper. Bambi theme. Whatever.
Yeah.
But we still love them all the same. Alright, guys. Let me pull this up here again. And 19 entries in here. This is going to be for a package of Mystery Snail Guardian Snello kit and a 2-ounce bag of calcium chips. And Fanaticals got into it right at the last second. Here we go. Good luck to everyone. Levi's Aquatics. All right. Congratulations. Congratulations, Levi. I believe you already do have my email address, but if you don't, ladymetalhead@fishfam.link, I believe, is the email address. Matt already shared it once. I just got this email address, so I don't remember. Yes, ladymetalhead@fishfam.link. Levi, go ahead and shoot me an email with your address, and I will make sure that gets taken care of and that gets sent to you. Congratulations on winning. I will hold off just momentarily on the third one, but I do have the third and final will be for the same product again, the Mystery Snail Guardian Snello kit and a 2-ounce bag of calcium chips.
The glare makes it
Here,
hard to see.
let me see. See if I can show you guys. Yay. Come on. Cooperate. It's always so hard to... There we go.
Oh, yeah.
There's Mr. Flower. He's got a nice little mohawk right in between his ears. He is the most ridiculous loving bunny ever. Like I said, loves to be held. he absolutely loves being held. And there's so much that she needs to do through the day that she can't just hold him constantly. So I need to come up with some kind of little pouch that we can put him in, you know, that his head can stick out of. And, you know, he still gets that affection of being held, but she's got her hands free to do other stuff in the process. Because he really is a big old baby. He's a lover. Now, Thumper, on the other hand, it's like pulling teeth, trying to get him to allow you to hold him.
Oh, I love the lop-eared ones.
Zen Ginger, I raised dwarf lop-eared rabbits when I was an FFA for school back in the day. Aww.
I'm not sure what kinds of rabbits are there.
Stephen P. said a rabbit Bjorn. Yeah, like the baby Bjorn thing. Daniel Velez, do you know, it's funny, the people that we got them from actually told us what kind of rabbits they are, but I don't remember. I don't remember for the life of me what they're called. I just don't. I wish I did. Patty says they have doggy slings that do that. Yeah. I need to think of something. I mean, because I crochet and sew and all of that good stuff, I can definitely make some kind of a little pouch that he can go into, and he would be happy in that thing all day long because he's crazy.
Yeah.
The little boy, that silly little bunny rabbit just loves to be held all day long. If I could think of what they're called. Zen Ginger, I don't know why she's not a mod, Matt. Let me see if I can pull up my other... I have to use a different browser to bring up YouTube because Matt and I share browsers and a laptop to do a lot of our stuff on. So let me see.
Probably couldn't find the pattern online to do it.
There we go. Now she's blue. She is modded, guys. Calm down. Goodness. I apologize, Zen. I didn't realize that you weren't already a mod. What was I going to say? Yes, Patty, more than likely they have patterns online, or I could even just, it wouldn't really be hard for me to just create my own pattern for him just based off of his measurements. I've done that in the past with lots of other things. I know how to use patterns. I know how to read them, but for me, I don't know. I like the creativity of coming up with that pattern, creating that pattern, and then making it actually come to life. So I don't know. Zen Ginger, you're welcome. Again, I apologize. I thought that I already had you as a moderator on my channel. A little bit of a slacker, but thank you to Stephen P. and Matt for bringing that up because you're definitely one heck of a mod, and I definitely could use you on my channel. And now she doesn't feel naked anymore because you got the wrench now. No need to feel nude. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. We're actually going to go ahead and use, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, at least it's not being shown because I just had it click draw again, which is not what I wanted it to do for the giveaway thing. But thankfully nobody saw what was going on. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just use the same hashtag for this next giveaway since it is the same stuff again. So hashtag snailed it if you haven't put that hashtag in already. If you have, don't worry about it. StreamYard is still counting everyone that has entered. So if you have not entered that hashtag, please go ahead and enter it now. Stephen P says now he can relax from all the hard modding work he's been doing. I mean, moderating in my channel really isn't that hard, but okay. Matt, how's Josh's sump overall work out? Which one? I mean, he's got that one that's on the pool that he made out of the 55-gallon drum. He's got the one under the 200-gallon cube that we're still fighting with. And then, well, the one for the 150 that came with the 150 isn't up and running, so I don't really know about that one. But, yeah, I mean, the one on the pool is working great. The one on the cube we're still fighting with. We're not sure what's going on with that one. Patty says, I moderate the same for all channels by doing nothing anywhere. Yeah, I mean, you know, whatever. That's okay, too. Oh, overhaul. The one on the discus. Yeah, he really hasn't done much with that. He did go to the LFS yesterday. Came back with fish, imagine that. And then something, which I'm guessing was more bacteria that he threw into that. And then he also rearranged some stuff and put some new stuff in there. So, but he hasn't tested the water recently, so I'm not sure if anything that he's done is actually working or not working. I don't know. That sump system has become quite a pain in the rear end, and it's kind of a mystery. Like, we don't really know what's going on, other than it might not be powerful enough to handle that many gallons. I don't really know. Yeah, no clue there. We'll figure it out eventually. 21 people entered for this one. Get your hashtag in, guys. I'll do the drawing here in just a few more minutes, but I want to give more people a chance, because I noticed on the last one that a couple of people entered after I had already hit draw. So Jeremy says wet dries take a while to cycle. I don't know if this is considered a wet dry, though, because it's got like the little rain system thing on one side and then like the wet. I don't know. But I do know that we have had that sump up and running since we pretty much got the tank, and that's been 6 months? 4 months?
I would say 4 probably.
4 months?
It's been a while.
And it's still like, we have days where we test it, and most days the nitrites are perfect and the ammonia is ridiculous, and then other days the ammonia is like kind of sorta and the nitrates are stupid, and there's nothing in this tank. Some snails and some plants. So I don't know what's going on there. Matt says, I want to start breeding shrimp and angels, but I also need to stop spending money I don't have. I mean, because didn't you just go ham very recently on Rico's stream for the fish fam link? Maybe not going to get into detail about that, but you definitely, there was a lot of generosity there. If you guys missed it, that was pretty insane. Okay, we have peaked at 21 entries. So while I get this up, if you have not put in your hashtag, get in your hashtag.
I'm lying.
Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh no. What did I do?
I'm lying.
Ha! I don't know what I did. Hang on. Oh gosh. Okay. Nobody hate me too much, but I need all of you to go ahead and possibly retype in snailed it. I hit one too many buttons and I lost a lot of your entries. So hashtag snailed it, please. Daniel Velez, did Metalhead change the sump configuration? Yes, Daniel, he did. I don't know all of the technical terms for most of the stuff, but I know that he did take all of the bio balls out, and he took like the cottony filter stuff. He took that out, and then he had these things that almost look like pleco hides. They're like cylinder type deals, but apparently they're part of like filtration. I don't know technical terms, so I'm gonna sound like a complete idiot, but yes, he did reconfigure all of that stuff and rearranged it. And like I said, I don't think he's tested since he did that, so I don't know what our water parameters are sitting at the moment. Okay, well, we're back to 19, so I'll give everybody a chance to catch up. If anybody has any questions for Junior Metalhead or, whatever, feel free to ask those too. I feel like she's just sitting there, like, bored as all get out. Yeah, Daniel, they're like ceramics, but they almost look like a pleco hide, but they're like super rough, like a coral almost. And they have like a little hole in the center. That's why I say they look like a pleco hide. But yeah, they're like circular. They're pretty cool. Oh, Zen Ginger wants to know your bucket list fish.
I mean, I have my bucket list fish.
You might want to talk loud enough that my mic can pick you up, but yeah.
I have my bucket list fish. I have an alligator gar.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Zen Ginger, if you heard that or not, but she does already have her bucket list fish, which is an alligator gar. We did not know that that was a fish that she had liked and wanted, and so some other people found out that she liked that fish and actually ended up giving her one. And when we got him, he was roughly 13 inches, and now he's almost 3 feet.
Yeah.
So Scuba Steve-O wants to know what it's like living with the metalheads.
I mean, it's fun. I feel like there's always stuff going on, like recording and stuff.
Yeah.
There's always something to watch and someone to bug.
That's true. Always something to watch, always someone to bug, always something to do.
Yeah.
And we do it all, metal style, so.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's try this again, guys, because now I think everybody is entered again. So let's go ahead and share this.
Yeah. Always something crazy going on.
Oh, for sure. Let's take that to one page. Okay, guys, here we go. Good luck to all who have entered. Dennis Christensen. Yay! Congratulations, Dennis. Yay! And if you could, please email me at ladymetalhead@fishfam.link with your address, and I will make sure that that gets sent out to you. Zen Ginger says, how much of the work do they make you do, because you are free labor?
I really don't have to do a lot. I just have my fish tank, but outside of that, there's not really a lot.
You assist with recording when your dad is doing videos.
I do that.
if your dad and I go out of town for any reason or we're gone for the night, then you do feed the fish. But I mean, as far as water changes and stuff, we really don't have you do too much.
Yeah.
You really don't. Scuba Steve just asked the question, do we make you do water changes? No, we don't. There was time there for a while when we were venturing out once a month and we would be gone for a weekend. If water changes were necessary, she would check the parameters and do them for us. But when water changes are needed in our tanks, it's not, we don't call on the kids and say, change the water in the tank now. We will ask for help if we need help, like if we're moving fish or something like that. But no, we don't use our kids as, our automatic fish feeders or anything like that.
No.
We keep them involved because they enjoy it. And I feel like if we made it to where they had to maintain these tanks on their own, they would probably hate it. And then, that would kind of be devastating because they love their fish and they love their fish keeping. So, yes, Scuba Steve. I think maybe if they didn't like the fish and they didn't like being involved with the fish, then that would absolutely be like a great punishment. Oh, you didn't do your homework or you failed this test. Well, you have to clean this tank and feed these fish and you have to do it for this many days. That would definitely be a great punishment, but they love fish keeping. So, I mean, it's kind of nice that they enjoy it and they're a good help to us.
Yeah.
Daniel Velez says, if the tank behind you is yours, why is it empty?
God.
That's actually not her tank.
No.
That's one of the 150 gallons that Metalhead just recently purchased, and we've got to get it cleaned out and get it set up, but it has a sump system on it that is completely wrecked. And so we're going to have to figure out something new. We think we're going to add some FX6s to it. And then we are going to put a puffer in there. We think. We're pretty sure. We think. New Local Austin says, but Junior Metalhead could handle whatever comes up, right? Like they know basic fish keeping already. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She and her sister both know how to test the water. They know how to read the tester to know what parameters are good and what's dangerous. And then from there, they know how to do a water change with the Python. So yes, they definitely know fish care. They know, they actually can look at their fish tanks and know just by the way the fish are acting that something is wrong with the water and that a water change is needed. So, yeah, they definitely have fish knowledge. Zen Ginger, oh my goodness. I mean, I guess to an extent, yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, if I'm sitting here doing my live stream and she's not part of it, I'll ask her to grab me a beverage from the refrigerator or whatever, but I don't sit around watching TV and eating bonbons all day and have them clean the house and do laundry and do all the cooking. Like, it's not like that. Yes, Mark, I know a puffer will take care of the snail problem, which is why I'm really excited to get a puffer because since these guys want to breed so much, they're going to be sustaining my puffer. I'm just saying. But does she know the chemistry of her water? I mean, she knows how to test it and she knows what her parameters are at. She's 17. I don't even know the chemistry of the water. Like, come on now. You don't have a beer fridge in between your recliners? First of all, we don't even have recliners. Like, my living room became my father-in-law's bedroom a couple of years ago. So we have a dining room with a dining room table. And then we have bedrooms. And I'm okay with that. Like, No, we don't have recliners. We don't have recliners. I mean, I guess you guys would have to explain what you mean by knowing the chemistry of the water, because I test our water parameters. I make sure everything is in line, but I don't geek out any more than that. My water parameters are fine. My fish are healthy. They're breeding like crazy, so I'm doing something right. Bex, hello. Back and lurking. Well, lurk away, girlfriend. Lurk away. Jeremy, what puffer are you getting? We are considering getting a small Maboo that we do realize we will have to get a bigger, much larger tank for as it grows. But we're considering Maboo. We're still not 100% on if that's what we're even going to get. Don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Daniel Velez says, I want to hear your voice. What type of fish or invert do you like?
There's a lot that I like, honestly. I would say for probably the ones that I like the most would be like, there's a lot of types of goldfish that I really like. I know those are really basic, but I really do like a lot of goldfish. And I like flower horns as well. We only have one, but I love how interactive he is. I really like that. And then, I don't know. There's not really, I mean, it's like, what fish do I not like?
Right. I think that's the
like
thing, yeah. Like, I think everybody in this house, I don't think there's a fish that we don't like in this house. Like, if we could have all the fish, we would have all the fish.
We
like,
would definitely have all the fish.
Yeah. Kyle, yeah, definitely message me, dude, because I will gladly give you some ram's horns for sure. I mean, I have probably 50 in my 10-gallon tank alone.
Yeah.
A ton. Geek Boy, hello, welcome. Wondering if you have gotten to test out your new exciting wheel yet. And hopefully you fed the grumpy, angry kitty cat. I'm just saying. He was starving. You could clearly see he was wasting away in that photo you shared. I'm just saying. Zen Ginger, I wouldn't trust my kids to clean, but they're definitely the gophers. Yeah. I guess maybe it's, I mean, Zen Ginger, I don't know how old your kids are, but mine are 17 and 15, and they definitely both know how to clean, and I definitely have them help me out when needed. I mean, they do dishes, and they can vacuum and mop and sweep and take out the trash, and they both do their own laundry. They both know how to cook, so you know, during the day for lunch or snacks or whatever, they both know how to cook. I have a Pampered Chef air fryer. They both know how to use that. So, I mean, they pretty much fend for themselves at this point, which is nice. But they've both been, I mean, they've always been super helpful as far as cleaning and stuff from the time they pretty much learned how to hold up the broom or hold up the vacuum. They both have helped with cleaning, so. Zen Ginger says, my kids are 9 and 11, but I have a 25-year-old son who I wouldn't trust cleaning either. Well, Scuba Steve wants to know your favorite thing to cook.
That's hard because I really like cooking. I really like to use the griddle that we have, and I like making pancakes and stuff. I mean, that's not like the most advanced thing, but I do it. I really enjoy using the griddle.
Mm-hmm.
But I also, you don't have to worry about me saying Oscars because I don't really like to eat fish.
No, it's, it's kind of funny. Metalhead and I are pretty much the only two in the house that really eat any kind of seafood.
Yeah.
And Metalhead is super picky about what kind of fish he eats. Me, I love eating fish, all kinds of fish, sushi. I love any kind of seafood, really, so... Geek Boy said, just got back from the first ride. 5 minutes after I got out on it, the wind gust kicked up over 35 miles an hour. It was quite challenging. Well, okay, thankfully, hopefully you didn't get hurt. At least you were able to enjoy it. That's pretty awesome. And he followed that up with, the fuzzy butt is now mad that he was not permitted to just wander outside when I was bringing everything in. Catitude, man. I love catitude. I'm just not gonna lie. I love a cat with a good attitude. And by good attitude, I mean like the really feisty, the ones that are not afraid to show their emotions. Not afraid to let you know when they're mad.
Yeah.
I love those. Just saying. Bex wants to know if you like to bake.
I mean, we don't... I do really enjoy baking. We just don't really have, other than the air fryer.
Yeah, so...
A lot of baking, a lot of...
Yeah, we don't really have a lot of baking capabilities.
Yeah.
Our stove isn't working properly at the moment. So I have an air fryer, but it's not very big. So I can bake in it. Like, her birthday last year, I made her birthday cake in the air fryer. I had to do several different layers and then kind of stack it. And it was interesting, but...
Yeah, it's the texture for me. I can't handle the texture.
Yeah, and I think that's your sister's problem too. It's like the texture sensitivity when it comes to sushi. You guys don't, and I've tried to get them to try different types of sushi, and they can't get past the texture.
No.
Geek Boy, I will send you your address. Please send me the catitude. But do it. We have to be careful, because if Metalhead realizes I have another cat in the house, he might lose his mind. I'm just going to say that right now. Just say it. Yes, like Lefty's cat. So I actually have screenshots of when Lefty was on the Saturday night stream and was trying to hold his cat, and his cat was freaking out at him and like growling and hissing and just, yeah. Yes, Bex, I think that we have actually talked about your cat before and how sweet she is. Yes. I just love a cat with a good personality like that, man. One that actually shows some emotion and isn't just a big loaf that lays around all the time. Like, we have one of those. Yeah. She really does not show any kind of emotion. Like, you can annoy her. She'll meow at you when she's annoyed, but like, she won't swat you. She won't hiss at you. She just tries to get up and waddle away. Kyle says, I love sushi other than eel. I think I've had sushi with eel in it once, and it wasn't terrible, but I don't know if it's maybe because I got it when it was, like, not fresh that I didn't really care for it. I don't know. I believe Lefty when he says that's just that cat's personality. Yeah, and again, you have some cats that just absolutely want nothing to do with any kind of social interaction, and they will let you know it. And then you have some that you can torture the crap out of, and they just lay there like, whatever, man.
Yeah.
I don't even care. Kyle Jaded said slimy. See, now I wonder if the eel, when you got it, was just like not fresh, and that's why it was slimy like that. I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of interesting.
Someone said hi to you, Grandpa.
John Larson, hello.
The
Zen Ginger.
They said hi to you.
Mm-hmm. It's because between my stream and your dad's stream, people have seen him walk by before, and so they know.
Yeah.
Scuba Steve says, I got a mom cat who don't want anything to do with anyone but her little baby kitten. She's so sweet. She's annoying because all she wants is attention. And then you have those.
Yeah.
Like our kitty cat Hurley. For the longest time, like right after we got her, it was you couldn't go anywhere without her being right at your feet.
Yeah.
Now she's to the point where
I
she
still can't go anywhere without her being right at my feet.
Okay, well, at least for me, at least for me, I have to have Harley's permission now. Zen Ginger was saying hello to John Larson. That was impeccable timing.
Whoopsie.
It's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. Everything's fine.
My chat is so behind, I didn't even see the one message.
Jenna P, hello! Zen Ginger also, I apologize that your phone lagged and he was standing there in the frame just like... I don't think, when he was standing there, I don't think he realized that he was on camera.
No.
I don't think he realized that you guys could see him, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, Scuba Steve-O, Papa John's is a pizza. We have Papa John's here.
Yeah.
Crappy pizza, but we have it here. Mary Page, hello! I'm so glad that you're at least watching. It's okay that you're not part of chat. It's okay. John Larson says at least he was dressed. Yeah. I mean, being that it's been in the very, very low, like, teens weather-wise, yeah, walking around without clothes on just would not be an option. I'm just saying.
No.
Yes, Mary Page, I'm glad that you were able to at least watch. Good to see you. Jenna, you people are entirely too productive for a Saturday. They're usually a little more interactive on Saturdays because they go from like the high of their stream to like watching everybody else. Daniel Velez, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your Saturday, sir. I apologize to all of you for not having more content to talk about, but like I said, being sick the last couple of weeks and the way things have been here at home, and I was working from home, I just really didn't have a lot of time to work on trying to find a guest. Excuse me. Barbara Jackson, hello. Having a lazy afternoon listening and playing Animal Crossing. Scuba Steve, I cannot do members content because I am not monetized and I do not have enough subscribers to even do members only content. So right now anything that I put out is going to be members content because it's going to be for everybody. So I don't know. Matt says we can talk about Josh and his fresh new lit look. Oh, because he shaved the beard. Made me really sad when he shaved that beard, but I get it. When you get your beard stuck in your zipper or whatever, I mean, I'm constantly zipping my hair up into my coat. Or getting my hair caught in the door of my truck when I'm trying to get into my truck in the morning. Or, you know, laying on my hair wrong and then trying to turn over and putting an absolute crick in my neck because I moved too fast. John Larson says, I just finished doing my water changes, so I did plenty of fish stuff today. I haven't done any fish stuff today. Like, my plan for the last week has been to paint the back of my 10-gallon tank black. I haven't done that yet. I don't know if I'm even going to get that done today or tomorrow at this point, because now I go back to the office on Monday, so what?
My chat just disappeared. Oh, it's back.
StreamYard has been doing some really weird stuff lately. Ooh, tacos. Jenna's making tacos? I want some tacos. Tacos that take 4 hours? What kind of taco takes 4 hours? That's ridiculous. Uh-oh. You left.
I'm still here.
No, you're not.
It's still...
No, ma'am. You're not. You're really not.
What in the world?
There you are. But you're really...
It's still showing up on my...
I don't know. I don't know what happened. Sorry, guys.
Because it was still showing up as me being in the room.
And now my laptop is being weird. Okay, whatever. It's fine. This is fine. Totally fine. Okay. I seriously want some tacos. Like, what would a flight to Louisiana cost for just a few hours to come and have dinner with the peas and then come back home? Just wondering. Asking for a friend. Ed's Tanks for Therapy. Hello. Finally done fixing tractor in 0 degrees so I could plow and sit and watch fish domes. But 0 degrees on a tractor. No. 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 John Larson says, worst thing with hair is having your dog pin you and you're stuck until she gets off of you. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, in the middle of the night, if I'm sleeping and Josh rolls over and, like, puts his arm on my hair, then I'm just kind of stuck there, like, I need you to move. You're on my hair. Scuba Steve, I agree. I can almost guarantee you the Steve and P's eat good. Tacos made me hungry. Gosh. I still have to actually cook when I'm done with this, so yeah. It ain't gonna be tacos. But now I want tacos. Beck says, Ren bites and yanks my ponytail. He sleeps above my head on my pillow. Thankfully, we don't have any animals that sleep in the room with us anymore. We used to, but between my allergies and Josh's allergies, we just really can't have cats in the room. We wake up with swollen, puffy eyes, and we're super uncomfortable the next day, so we can't have cats in our room. They all sleep in Junior's room now.
Yeah.
Yes, Zen Ginger.
And I wake up to them running around the room chasing each other.
Zen Ginger said the worst part is when you're rearranging your aquascape and your ponytail drops into the tank. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have had that happen, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Geek Boy says Fuzzbutt likes to lick hair like a little freak. Okay. First of all, is this cat's name really Fuzzbutt? Because I'm sorry, but that's adorable. I mean, it's a fuzzy cat, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But if his name really is Fuzzbutt, that's just adorable. Just absolutely adorable. Barbara Jackson says, I have a dried herb rub marinating on a pork loin roast for tonight, but tacos sounds better. See? Thanks a lot, Jenna P. Now we all want tacos. And I don't have the fixins for tacos. And I am not going to the store. What if fish water is like a new age vitamin treatment for hair? Well, Stephen P., if that's the case, then I would literally put my head into a fish tank right now and let it soak for like 10 minutes. Not gonna lie. Just saying. Oh, well, okay, Junior Metalhead is trying to get back in. It says it needs you to add your camera.
Oh, no, it's crashing.
Oh, no. Okay, well.
Well, I'm trying.
Whatever.
It says my camera's on, but it's not like... I don't know why it's not... It won't actually open. Oh,
Bex says leftover Japanese curry over Japanese sticky rice for this house tonight. So
That
funny
sounds
story about that.
amazing.
It does sound good. But funny story about that. I typically use Instacart program to have our groceries delivered to us just because I'm not a fan of shopping. I'm just really not. And when I discovered it, I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. Yesterday, I put in a grocery order for, a whole bunch of stuff, groceries for the week. Everything was delivered to us. However, it was not my order. It was a bunch of Chinese and Japanese food. Most of the stuff, the packaging wasn't even in English. I didn't know what half of this stuff was. It was like noodles and all kinds of like meals, things where you add water to the cup, put it in the microwave, you're good to go to eat, whatever.
Just a lot of
Instant Japanese random food, like stuff that I typically would not order. So I had to get a hold of Instacart and tell them that the order that I received was not my order. They did make it right, which they typically do, but they weren't able to deliver any of that stuff to me until today. So we had a bunch of weird Japanese food for dinner last night, stuff that we would typically not eat. It was strange. Oh, look, she's back. I will say, though, there were these, what do you call them? Mochi, machi, something. It's basically ice cream that's like wrapped in a donut type
like a
bread,
dough.
like dough, and then powdered. Oh my god, it's like a ice cream filled powdered donut. It was the best thing ever. So cool. Geek Boy said, Fuzzbutt, Butthead, Fuzzy Butthead. But my wife calls him Ralphie since she found him right before Christmas. Okay, I mean, that works. Fanatical said, never had a taco. What? What is this? How? Zen Ginger, I am going to tell you right now, the stuff is not cheap, but it is so good. What was the flavor we had? Peach? Mango. Excuse me. It just dropped you again. It did. The flavor that we had was mango. It was so good. Seriously, like an ice cream filled powdered donut. Just the best thing ever. Not cheap, but seriously, really good. I definitely enjoyed it. I may look into buying it more often, it definitely wouldn't be something that I would buy all the time, but definitely really, really good. Really good stuff. Oh, and then I got a whole coconut in this order. I don't know what I'm going to do with a coconut. I mean, I guess crack it open and get all the, coconut meat out of it and drink the coconut milk juice stuff. I don't know. Whatever. Scuba Steve said, my blood parrot's name is Pam Voorhees after Jason's mom. I bought her on Halloween at Aquashella Dallas and she flew home with me. That was a fun experience.
Oh my god.
Okay, first of all, the fact that you have a flower horn named Pam Voorhees is kind of funny. But then the fact that you had to fly her home, that's... Flying with a fish would stress me out. Driving home with a fish is stressful enough.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Bex is schooling us and said that it doesn't actually have ice cream. It's flavored sweet mung bean paste.
Oh wow. Well, it's really good.
Whatever it is, it's really good, and it has a consistency like ice cream. So, I don't know, but it's super yummy.
Yeah.
Oh, Fanatical hasn't had tacos because there's not much of a fuss about them in the UK. Yeah, Taco Bell doesn't really count as tacos. I mean, it's good, but it doesn't really count as a taco. You are really having some connection issues over there.
Yeah.
Are you on the extender?
Now I'm on the main.
Okay. I'm not sure then.
It's just
Not
some
really
days
sure.
these want to work and other days they just
New
absolutely-
Local Austin made a good point. I can make a coconut hut for the tank. Yeah, I can scrape out all of the the meat inside the coconut and then clean it up really well and let it dry out or whatever, and then
You could do that.
it booted you again.
I know, I'm gonna try a different browser. Because Chrome is just...
Barbara Jackson said they have some with bean paste and the other kind with real ice cream. Yeah, so that's the thing actually, because we did get the ones with the bean paste, right? I think we got some with the bean paste and then some with the ice cream. I think this order came with both. Either way, it's not stuff that I would normally order for the family at all, but it was a nice little treat. So,
Sissy ended up giving me an extra one that she didn't eat. But she didn't tell me, so I just walked into my room with a melted mochi thing in a bowl on my...
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good stuff. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Good stuff.
Okay, I'm using a completely different
Fanatical
browser.
said we'll have to make my own then. Yes, definitely try and make your own tacos. Google some recipes and seriously, tacos are like so good. So good. I don't see you yet. Sorry guys, I apologize. Poor junior metalhead over here is having some issues. Made of soft and chewy rice. I mean, I believe you, Zen Ginger, I really do, but the stuff that we had, I really feel like it actually had ice cream in it. And then, you know, Barbara Jackson said that they make both kinds. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, again, this is not a type of food that we would normally order.
Yeah, we had it once.
But it was a nice little surprise.
3 years ago.
It's either way, it's really good stuff. Like, I don't care if it's a bean paste or if it's a chewy rice or if it's actually ice cream. Either way, the flavor in it and everything was great. It was super tasty. So,
Yeah.
is it working?
Yeah.
Slowly?
Very slowly.
Wait, Beck's dangerous to make it? Or, like, are you telling me that I just ate a dangerous food?
No.
I'm hoping you mean it's just, like, dangerous to make it. I mean, I really don't hope that either, because a dangerous food just for people to indulge in is sad, but I hope it's not like a dangerous food to eat. Is it working? Not really? Probably not. Oops.
I have to get the microphone because I'm using Edge instead of Chrome. And I have to get the microphone access on here.
Oh. Even though
So
we're still not going to use that microphone, but that's okay.
No, but it's not letting me go in until I get the thing. It's popping up now.
Oh, Beck says the old way of making the outer chewy part of it by pounding the rice is dangerous. Okay. Barbara Jackson, I agree. Like, I wanted one and I just wanted to keep eating them. And it's like, oh my gosh, this could get really dangerous really fast. Like, yeah. I could sit and eat way too many of those. It would be really bad, for sure. I'll have to Google how they make that though, Bex, because now I'm kind of interested.
Yeah.
Kind of curious to see how they do it. Zen Ginger says, like, wear safety goggles dangerous? Probably. I imagine, the only thing I can imagine now is like a bunch of people in hazmat suits, like, pounding this rice out to make this super yummy dessert. Oh. They have mad hand-eye coordination and syncing with each other's movements. Huge mallet swinging fast while another guy constantly moves the resulting dough.
Yeah.
So you're basically dodging this giant mallet to try and sift everything around.
That's scary.
That is very scary. You could get squished.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I'm going to run to the restroom really quickly. Just kind of read chat. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
No. My chat is moving a little bit slower than hers, so it might take a minute for me to see the comments. I think it is Japanese. I could be wrong though.
No comments? No chatters?
Nothing popping up on
Nobody
my
could even
end.
give you anything to talk about?
I don't know if it's them or if it's my laptop being
Oh,
extreme.
it booted you again.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, well, StreamYard apparently does not like Junior Metalhead, and they keep booting her. So, I don't know why, but it is what it is. Scuba Steve said, sneak and sub to me while she's gone. Well, I mean, you guys still can. Zen Ginger said it wasn't her, we're just lame and couldn't think of anything to say.
Oh, geez.
I mean, I have that problem
Well,
too.
it did end up also crashing.
I mean, I do have that problem too, though. I have this 2-hour window that I have to stream, and especially when I don't have a guest, it's really hard to think of things to talk about. So I kind of rely on, like, you guys saying things in chat that helps me segue into a subject or whatever, because otherwise I just got nothing. I don't know. It's kind of hard to keep conversation going, especially when you don't really have a lot to talk about or a lot going on. And unfortunately, with the whole house being quarantined the last 2 weeks, there really hasn't been anything going on exciting for us to talk about. So it makes it kind of hard to actually come back and stream, but I'm doing the best I can. Zen Ginger wants to know how remote learning is going, or are you going into campus at all?
I am not. I don't have to go. I'm not going to have to go anywhere, I don't think, until March, because that's when the SATs are, and I'm pretty sure those are going to be in person.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my nursing classes, I'll have in-person clinicals at some point. So those will also be in person.
Yeah.
But other than that, I never have to go anywhere. There's also there's a job fair and stuff coming up at the one of the libraries here actually too.
Oh, okay.
That's I'm not sure, we might have missed that. I don't know. I had got an email about it, but I don't know if we missed it or not.
I don't know.
There's nothing
But
nothing mandatory that I have to go on a campus for.
Yep. So as of right now, everything that her and Mini Metalhead do is all at home.
Yeah.
They don't. The only time they have to do any kind of going to campus is when they have their testing every year. And
we haven't had that for the last few years because of COVID.
Right.
So we haven't had to go anywhere.
Yep. So right now it's all from home, although, was it Wednesday that you guys had your snow day? Or was that Thursday? Wednesday, remote e-learning.
Or no, that was Thursday.
Either way.
Sure. Yeah.
Either way, whatever day, remote e-learning. Mind you, this is literally all online. They shut everything down for them, and they had what they called a snow day to, they could make up any assignments that they had that were overdue or whatever, but there were literally no classes, and it was like, this is all online, why would you cancel class? But I guess they were afraid with the amount of snow that we were getting that teachers and or students may lose power, so they just shut everything down for the day. But yeah, other than that, everything for them is all at home, unless they have their yearly state testing that they have to do, and then they do go to a campus here in town to do it.
Yeah.
It bumped you again. We're just gonna have to just give up. It's fine. It's fine. There's only like 20 minutes left.
I have my hair in my mouth. It's gotta be this laptop because
Zen Ginger says our teachers were awful at remote learning. I took my kids out and started homeschooling. Essentially that's what these two do. It's an online school.
yeah.
So they literally, they log in every day. They see their teachers on camera. There is a curriculum that they follow, assignments that they have to turn in, and whatnot.
We
But
have our books and our science.
yeah,
and
they
everything.
they do have materials sent to them every year, books and all of the supplies and everything that they need through the year for all of their classes, but everything literally is online based. I took them out of public school years ago. I was so over the public school system and the way they run things. And
it's just gotten so much worse ever since we got
Public
efficiency
school,
wise.
at least around here, has been terrible. I mean, let's just face it, downright terrible. Um, so yeah, we opted for online learning, and it has been phenomenal. It's been great. Zen Ginger says we do K-12 school. Yep, that's what the girls are actually part of. It's the K-12 program, and they love it. Yeah, so when I started junior metalhead, she was going into 8th grade.
Yeah.
She was going into 8th grade, so middle school. I mean,
And
there
I'm
are.
almost done with high school now.
she's actually in her second to last year of high school now, which is crazy to believe. But I mean, there are times when they have needed help with assignments or explaining an assignment or whatever, but there's really not a lot that I have to do anymore as far as involvement. It's all, if they have a problem, they just email their teacher or they text their teacher or whatever, and the teachers are always there to help. So K-12 has been a great program, and I actually recommend it to a lot of people. A former boss of mine, his son was having problems in public school, and I recommended this program to him, and he put his son in it, and his son has been doing great. So
He loves it. He just told me not that long ago that he loves it.
yeah. John Larson said remote learning and homeschooling is the future. In-class learning is failing big time. I agree. We're not necessarily, well, I guess we could be considered a big city. We're like the second biggest city in Indiana. And it's not so much that it's the teachers that are failing at the in-learning, the in-class learning. It's the school systems as a whole. The curriculums, at least here, the curriculums are ridiculous. The things that they are requiring the kids to do anymore at their ages is ridiculous. A lot of the schools turn a blind eye to bullying. Like, they just don't care. They let it happen, and then things escalate, and, these kids get in trouble for finally standing up to their bully or whatever. So it's not so much the teachers themselves, it's just they're requiring these teachers to do so much for these kids. It's just bad. Zen Ginger, I'm not smarter than a 5th grade either. I am definitely, there are still subjects that, I am horrible at math. I'm horrible with numbers. Math is definitely not my strong suit. There are definitely a lot of subjects that I'm not a very good help in. So thank goodness for the K-12 program, because these teachers, if they need them, the teachers are there. Yes, John Larson, school administrators are the problem. It's not the teachers. The teachers, at least in my area, these teachers want what's best for these students. It's just the fact that the administrations are fighting them so much, it becomes really difficult to do your job. So, Joseph Stanley, hello. It's okay that you're late. Welcome anyway.
You get some teachers, though, that are still like, oh, you can email me if you need help or whatever, and then you email them and they never answer.
Agreed.
And that drives me insane.
Yep. And Jenna P. said, as a public school teacher, it is more than likely district and state level administration is a lot of the problem. Many of the highest up have been removed from the classroom for decades or have never been in a classroom. Yeah. That's absolutely what it is. A lot of these administrations come up with these ridiculous curriculums when they haven't the slightest clue what is actually going on in a classroom. And they make it so difficult on these teachers, which is one of the big reasons why I absolutely love the K-12 program and the fact that my kids get to learn at home, because they get to learn at their pace, but they also get to learn with the help of teachers, because it's a kind of a more intimate setting. So it's just all around for us, it's an easier thing. And it's homeschooling and online schooling is not going to be for every parent and every family, but for us, the dynamic works. It just works.
There's been people that I've suggested K-12 to, or just like they've done homeschooling in general, and they went back to public within like 2 weeks. They just couldn't do it.
And that's why I said, the online learning and the at-home learning is not for every parent. It's not for every student. Not every child is, you do have those children that need that daily interaction. They need that stimulation from being in a public setting with an actual teacher with hands-on learning. There are kids that are like that, and I do recognize that, and I do understand that. So yeah, it's definitely not something that's for everybody, but 100% it works for our family, and it has worked for our family for years. And I just wish that I would have made the jump to e-learning way sooner than I did.
And I just wish that I would have made the jump to e-learning way.
Zen Ginger, I agree with you 100%. Bureaucratic red tape, that is exactly what it is. All of these higher ups think they know what is best when they are not in that setting on a daily basis. They do not know.
Zen Ginger, I agree with you 100%.
And there you go, Jenna P. I understand. And see, that's the problem. All of these higher ups think they know what's best, and 9 times out of 10, they don't. They have absolutely no clue what is going on. They're sitting up in their ivory tower in their luxurious chairs behind their fancy desk, not knowing exactly what is going on, thinking they do, and making tons of money doing it, while these teachers are doing the best they can to run that crappy curriculum that was given to them. And it's not beneficial for the students, it's not beneficial for the teachers, it's not beneficial for the parents. But what are you going to do? I mean, it's a bad situation.
Yeah.
Scuba Steve, that's why I dropped out. Yeah, petty teachers don't do their jobs. I dropped out too, not gonna lie. I do have my GED, but I did drop out, and 90% of that was the teachers that I had. They just didn't care. They would push you from grade to grade to grade, not knowing what you were learning, not knowing if you were getting any of it, just pushing you on and on and on. And year after year, you're struggling, and you just get sick of it. Joseph Stanley, thank you for at least coming in and say hi. Have fun being dragged into another store. So anyway, fish talk. I've only got about 6 minutes left to talk anyway, so I do apologize kind of that this went into, education and whatnot, but education, physical education in schools is just as important as fish education. So I guess it wasn't really a bad thing to go there. Scuba Steve said, I learned more from the fish fam than I did from the lazy teachers and the administrators. They just try to get you out of their face as fast as they can. And that is true. That's why I said, I did have situations with teachers that would just pass me on from grade to grade to grade, even though I wasn't getting anything that I should have gotten, wasn't learning at the grade level I should have been learning at, but they just didn't want to deal with, you know? Matt Liquid Zoo, well, thank you. I guess what we're saying is good enough that you didn't have to jump in and shut us all down, so that's a good thing, right?
See, for me, it really wasn't even like the teachers not doing their job that they should have been at teaching me. It was just like the bullying and everything, and how like the school just didn't handle it.
Yeah, and that was the other mention, or the other thing that I mentioned was, you know, a lot of these teachers or principals or whatever will turn a blind eye to bullying, and then that bullying can get really, really bad.
Yeah, because I really did have teachers that, like, you know, did like everything that they could to always make sure that I was actually learning how I should have been.
Yeah.
It was just, they do not care about bullying.
Yep. Matt, I agree with you. I think that if I would have had the option to homeschool, things would have turned out differently for me, but I am happy that I am, but not much. I unfortunately had to stop college for some things, and eventually I may get to go back, but, you know.
I honestly think bullying has just gotten like 1,000 times worse ever since I left.
Yeah, Steven, unfortunately bullying is still a thing, and now they take to social media to do it as well.
Yeah,
like,
it's like 10 times worse than it was 3 years ago when I was still, or 4.
Yeah.
When I was still in public school. It's gotten so much worse. Like,
yeah.
People are not even just the bullying, like the stupidity in general. Like, people were taking sinks and stuff from the bathrooms and doors off the stalls and stuff, and it was called like a devious lick or something like that.
That was part of a TikTok challenge. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, now these kids are being challenged to bully in ways to become TikTok famous.
Yeah.
So
social media does definitely have a big part of it now.
Bullying has become ridiculous. Like, bullying for her in general got so bad that, you know, she had a situation where a classmate had posted on Instagram, if you go to blah blah school, don't show up tomorrow because I'm coming in with guns. Well, we called the police, and she showed the police these things. They found these kids, and found these kids had guns, and one had a suicide note.
That kid had
like
a really not smart idea to post a threat on Facebook, and on Snapchat, and then I was like, let's call the cops.
I mean, it's, and that's when I pulled her, was when this kid and his buddy did this. It was like, okay, enough is enough. Like, you're now going to social media telling me, you know, telling my kid, if you show up tomorrow, I'm going to shoot you. We're done. We're absolutely done. And it's just gotten worse even since I've pulled them. So, Stephen P., smart that you're not going to let your kids have social media accounts. I didn't let either one of them have social media until they were 13, and even then I was monitoring it. Hence why I found out that one of the kids was sending death threats on Snapchat. You just really got to be careful anymore.
It didn't help his case either, because he wrote it on a desk in the middle of, like, in a science class at the end of the day. He wrote it on a desk too, and people found it.
Terrible. Just terrible.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, this got really deep, and we started talking about school and homeschool and all of that stuff. However, it is literally 1 minute to 6 o'clock my time, I need to jump off of here, cook dinner for my family, and more than likely get prepared for Metalhead's Saturday night stream. I don't know if he's going to do it or not. He's upstairs playing video games, but I imagine he will. Either way, those kids just need a fish tank. Yes.
See, I feel like that kid shouldn't have even been allowed to come back.
Yeah.
At that point, like, you're a threat to multiple kids and the teacher.
Agreed.
You shouldn't be allowed back in the building at all.
No, I agree. Anyway, guys, I am going to sign off for the week. I've got things that I have to get done tonight and tomorrow to prepare for an actual office work week. So, I will see all of you Monday for Metalhead's Monday Mayhem. If I do not see you tonight, I don't know if he's going live or not. So in the meantime, I hope all of you have a great week. Thank you so much for the chat, and we will see you all again. Have a good one.